graduation cap to a dazzling crown, Maya is not only a recent MSU graduate, but she is the newly crowned Miss Michigan, who will soon be on her way to Miss America. Welcome into Studio 10, Maya.
Thank you so much for having me.
We're so happy to have you on, and a big congrats, not only for graduating, but of course this new title. I feel like you need to have like a cute little tassel on your crown.
Should I?
Yes, I think you should.
I think I should.
Yes, the best of both worlds.
Yes.
But it's crazy. Just a week ago and some change, you got that crown. You were, standing, with your hands holding with Izzy from St. Clair Shores.
Yes.
St. Clair Shores, and then they read your name out loud. Talk us through those emotions. What was going on in your head?
It was crazy. Izzy and I are actually really great friends.
Okay.
So we were holding hands at the end, and there's this weird thing where they think the person whose hands are on top is gonna win. It's like a thing. So I was like, do you want to just hug?
Yeah.
And we just like bear hugged each other, and we're both sitting there. And I remember thinking, the past few Miss Michigans have been U of M alum, and I'm a Spartan. Go green.
That's right. We love that.
So Izzy is also an alum from MSU. So I knew that Michigan would be in great hands, not only with her as a great friend of mine, but the fact that a Spartan would be representing Michigan this year at Miss America, throughout the year with the rest of the nation. So that was so special. When they said her name as the first runner-up, I just dropped. And I was like, oh my goodness, instant tears of just happiness. I've never cried from like tears of happiness so uncontrollably. And I was like, is my makeup okay? Am I doing great? And they're like, you look fine, just like go. I started dancing during my crowning, which is so weird. And I look back, I'm like, why did I do that? But it was just a really exciting moment. I saw my family come down the aisle, so it was super special.
That's awesome, Maya. And of course, like you said, Michigan is in great hands with you and this crown now. But I want to talk about the community service initiative that you have, Arts for All. What have you done so far? And tell us, what are you planning to do throughout this year?
It's a busy year, let me tell you. So my community service initiative is called Art for All, and my main focus is advocating for the arts, educating people about the benefits they have, and then making sure that people have resources to be creative. My story personally, I went through a lot of adversity in my life. My mom had cancer at 13, and I didn't know how to process those emotions. Like I didn't know how to react, and the arts were an outlet for me to kind of process that and process my feelings and trying to understand what was happening in my life. So my mom is fully recovered. She's very healthy, but I then preached to people that the arts are so important and they can help you. Well, I was faced with more adversity this year. I was part of Michigan State University, so I went through the trauma of the experiences that happened there this winter, excuse me, and then my dad actually passed away unexpectedly 2 months ago. So now I had to take all this stuff I've been preaching to everyone and put it to work. So going to Miss Michigan this year was a really cool experience because I was living through my community service initiative, and that was such a cool perspective that I haven't had in years past.
Yeah, and it's so inspiring knowing all these obstacles, and here you are now, and it's kind of working in with that initiative that you mentioned. And arts also plays a role in the talent that you have.
Yes.
The speed painting, that's very unique. We have actually some video of that as well. Yeah, so tell us a little bit how that came to be.
Sure, I made history being the first ever speed painter from the state of Michigan. It was such a cool opportunity being able to represent non-traditional talents. Camille Schreier was a Miss America who inspired me. She won with a science experiment. So for so long, people told me, you will never be able to compete in Miss Michigan because you can't sing or dance, and you will never do well if you do. And so the fact that I can overcome that and do things that make me happy, I was so excited to be a speed painter. The arts are my entire life. I just graduated with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Graphic Design. So I really wanted to focus on who I was painting this year, and I painted Ruth Bader Ginsburg upside down in 90 seconds. Oh, there I am.
Yes, oh fun.
So I really put a lot of intention into the content that I do create because I think it's important to focus on what you're putting out there, and it was super special being able to honor her this year.
That's right, and Maya, you have such an incredible story of defying so many different obstacles, and I'm so glad that you get to share that story with so many people across Michigan.
Thank you.
Now, before we go, I know you have a few questions for Nicole and I.
Yes,
you know Michigan very well, but we're going to see if we...
Yes, who is Miss Studio 10?
I'll just take the crown off and put it you too.
You prepared them. I love that.
I did. Okay, so I have 4.
Okay.
So first off, what is the state bird?
I
Do you?
it's I think it's a robin.
It is a robin.
Okay. I was like, oh no.
One for
I
you.
feel so
Okay.
bad. You're from Jersey, so it's a
you're
half
gonna-
credit.
this one's yours. This
Yes,
one's
this
yours.
one's you got it.
Michigan has many famous nicknames. Can you give us a few?
Okay, you got one with the hand.
Where are we?
What do we put on our hand?
The hand. The hand state.
What do you put on
not
the
a
hand?
glove.
The mitten.
The mitten. That is one of them. There's the Great Lakes State, Water, Winter Wonderland, and the Wolverine State, which we won't got to talk about.
Right.
Right. How many Miss Michigans have been crowned Miss America?
3, 4, 5.
Yeah!
Okay, I think you are Miss Studio 10. There we go. I think so.
And then the last one, what is the name of the best university mascot the state has to offer? Hint, he's super strong and his favorite color is green.
I wonder if his name is Spartan.
There we go. You are Miss Studio 10.
We're
Nicole.
together.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you, and thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Maya.